All right, so looking at this worksheet, number one, you have two words and you have a phrase. Those two words, one of them has a positive connotation, one has a negative. Dark, please stand up, please. Do you have your binder and all that? That's right there. Will you grab it and grab the worksheet? One has a positive connotation, one has a negative connotation, and one is the denotation, or the dictionary definition. So what I want you to do, and I'm going to help you with the first couple, is fill out this chart at the bottom as it corresponds. So let's look at the first one. Your options are gaze, look steadily, and stare. Do you have a question? You can't write.
You thought she said a pejorative term, gaze, like a word you use to interpret homosexuality? Yeah. Okay.
Can I get a volunteer of somebody who wants to be a helper for Tyrese and sit next to him and write on both of your sheets? Bizarre. We can do that? Alright, thank you. Are you okay with that, Tyrese? Cool. Alright. So, or here, I'll just give you his sheet, Azar, just so you have the notes, because I'll give you an extra sheet. You're going to give it to him filled out. So I want you to have that in front of you so that you can still follow along with all of us. Yeah, but then Azar will give you one that's all filled in. Okay, so looking at number one, which one of those words has a positive connotation? Yeah, Julian. Gaze. Yeah. Okay, and how about negative? Yeah, Tyrese. What'd you say? Wait, and number one, what is the word that's the negative? Oh, that's what you're saying.
Okay,
Yeah, which word out of those three has a negative connotation? Stare. Dwayne, Raymond, and that crew over there. Dwayne. Okay, so while those mean the same thing, which is written right there, what is it? What is the denotation? Look steadily. Do you see that? How that's in the middle? That's the denotation of those two words. Both of those words mean the same thing. But if you were to say, oh, he was gazing at me at lunch, versus he was staring at me at lunch, very different meaning.
I already used it. Gaze.
Yeah.
It's still weird.
You think it's still weird? Yeah, it could be for some people. Yeah, so that's your emotional response. You still are kind of freaked out. Yeah, Julian, you had a question?
What about gawk?
What about what? Gawk? Good, Dre. So he just brought in another word that we just learned, which was gawk. Which one? What do you think that has? Positive or negative connotation? Negative. You don't want people gawking at you. Good. Okay, so the denotation for these words is look steadily. All right. Duanya, you got your worksheet
I'm sorry, real quick. Hey, Katura! Come here, please.
I
got it out.
Watch.
Okay, you should be following along.
Okay. Can I move up?
Yeah, you can move up right here.
Hey, everybody, this is Katura. She's a junior here at this school, right? Okay, congratulations. She remembers her freshman year, and it was nuts so city for her. But she's done a really good job lately, and I just wanted to let her know that. But Katura, I want to ask a question. If somebody stared at you or gazed at you, what would you prefer them to do? Gaze or stare? Which one would you not want them to do? Stare. Duh, see, junior. That's what it's all about. Way to get the answers right, Katura.
You have a question, Dakota?
I don't have a writing utensil.
Dakota does not have a writing utensil. There you go. Tom's away. That was
Good
cool.
job, Ted.
Yeah, that was good timing. Yeah, Tyrese.
I keep this pen.
I'm left-handed.
You want to go on to the next one? Okay, so answer it. Okay, so we're going to go on to number two. So Tyrese, tell me which word has the positive connotation? Fragrance. You guys see that? Everybody sees where we are? All right, how about the negative connotation?
Odor.
Odor. So if someone were to come up to you and like kind of sniff you and be like, dude, what's that odor? Yeah, you'd find that offensive. Angel, you're laughing. You think that's kind of funny, right?
I wouldn't find that offensive because no one would ever say that.
Okay, so here's what they would say to Dakota. Oh, what fragrance are you wearing?
No one would say that either.
Why not? You think that's kind of weird?
Yeah.
So, but people, yeah, they would say, what's that smell? Or what's another way that they might say it in a positive way? Yeah, you smell good. Most people don't say fragrance, but maybe what perfume are you wearing? Yeah.
Hey, can I move up?
Yeah, that's fine. No, Dwayne, you're fine right there, actually. All right, so what's the denotation of those two words?
Wait,
All right, and we're going to talk about what the olfactory nerve is. Who knows? Does anybody know? I bet you could take a really good stab at it or make an inference. What is an olfactory nerve?
Oh, that thing that factory that's that thing that smelling your nose.
Yeah, and what'd you say, Jason? You said something similar, right? I don't know, something about it helps you smell, right? Your olfactory nerve is a nerve in your nose, and it helps you smell. Have you ever gotten punched in the face and your eyes start watering?
Yeah.
That's because of your olfactory nerve. Got punched in the face, or maybe just hit by a ball. I've kneed myself in the face once. When I was little, I was a cheerleader back in the day in grade school, and I tried to do like a high kick, but I didn't keep my leg straight. I bent it, and I kneed myself right in the nose, and I had a fat lip, and my eyes were I didn't because I'm still here. Thanks for checking, Ray.
It could have been in like your past life.
What do you mean?
It hurt you that
It hurt, yes.
Now,
Is that
some
what you
people
said?
say they see visions from their past life.
That's true, but it did happen in this life because I remember it. It was me, Miss Moran. All right, so moving on. So that's what an olfactory nerve is. It's a nerve in your nose. It helps you smell.
That's cool.
Yeah, science.
You know the nose can sense more things than eyes.
They say that scent is the strongest sense tied to memory. So you'll smell something and you are instantly transported.
Oh
to
my
wherever.
God, yes. As soon as I smell chips or something, my mouth starts watering.
Yeah, Dakota's got it. You have a very active olfactory nerve. All right, so moving on to number 3. Give me what word has a positive? Persuade. And which one has a negative?
No, influencing on the way.
Well, that's the denotation, right? Because it's neutral. Remember yesterday we talked about the word neutral? Who can remind me what that means? Yeah.
Why is the first one in red and the second one not?
They were all supposed to be in red, but it's not working that way because it's different cells, so it only counts for the one. Who can remind me what neutral means? Yeah, Tyrese.
The same, like in between, like.
Yeah, non-biased, same in between. Something that's neutral doesn't really go either way. You know, journalists try to be neutral usually. That's a hint for this. It's easier to figure out which one has positive and which one has negative first. But if you try to find the denotation, Dwayne, it's usually neutral. Influence one way or another. That doesn't sound positive or negative. It just is what it is. They're telling you what you're doing. Okay, so here's what's going to happen now. I'm going to give you guys about 6 minutes to finish this worksheet. Awesome. And then we're going to talk about it as a class. So, Dakota, you hear me? Dakota, are you really thirsty?
Dang.
Are you sure?
Whoa. He ain't thirsty, he dehydrated.
Got one of those hot ones.
Is that what it is? I'm a little confused. It's funny though because
I bought a bottle of soda yesterday and someone stole all my stuff on my backpack.
I'm sorry to hear that, but he just had a traffic light of beverages. I don't know if you noticed that, green, yellow, and red. Okay, so you guys have 6 minutes to work individually on your own, Dwayne. So by yourself, do each one, Dre, and then we're gonna come together as a whole group and we're gonna talk about what each one of them are. Okay? So go ahead. If you don't get it finished, that's okay. Just give your best shot.
Tyrese, work along with somebody to your left or right.
All right.
Because you can't write what you're
Oh,
writing.
Azar's taking notes for him.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, he just, did you tell him?
What's up to them?